Okay, there are actually some more operations with complex numbers that we need to do. So I'm going to do those guys right here. These are the ones that I'm going to use. Are all these guys right here. So once you know how to do these, you're done. Okay, so make sure you write those down. See if I can get a little more light, and then you're going to do them. Okay, so what we're looking at here is we're looking at absolute values of a number plus or minus an I. So we have this complex number here. So when you're looking for the absolute value, what you're going to do is you're going to do the square root of the rational number squared plus the imaginary number squared. Okay, so that's what you're doing every single time. So what you're doing here is square root of 4 plus 16, which is the square root of 20. Now remember, you have to simplify. We can't leave it like this. This is the square root of 4 times 5, which is going to be 2 square roots of 5. And that's your answer. When you're doing this, that is the one and only answer for this problem. Okay? Another example would look like this. If I had negative 6 plus 2i, I'm still doing the same process. So I'm still going square root of this number, which is negative 6 squared, plus this number, which is 2 squared. So negative 6 squared is 36. 2 squared is 4. That's going to be the square root of 40. Again, we can't leave it like that. That's the same thing as the square root of 4 times 10, which is going to be 2 square roots of 10. And that's our final answer right there. Okay? So the square roots, the absolute values, they're not really that hard. You just have to remember what to do. Okay? The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to graph them. And what's going to change here is this is still your well, it's not x and y anymore. This is going to be your rational number. Your real number. And this is going to be your imaginary. So if I have something like 2 plus 4i, I'm going to go to 2 on the real and 4 on the imaginary. And that's going to be right here. 2 plus 4i. If it gave me something like 2 minus 4i, I would go to 2 on the real and negative 4 on the imaginary. So this is going to be 2 minus 4i. Just remember, your old x value is now your real number, and your old y value is now your imaginary number. Okay? That's how you want to graph them every single time. And we write it like this. There's no commas or anything like that. This is how you want to write it. Okay? So if it gives me something like negative 6 minus 2i, I'm going to go to negative 6 on my real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And negative 2 on my imaginary. This is negative 6 minus 2i. That's the location of that point. And that's it for these guys.